This is a pretty incredible system, and it's also super powerful. So this right here is the floor washing part, and this is the vacuum part here. And this part right here can be set down here into this, this bin right here. And this one right here is for furniture, but it can also be used for really small area rugs. This is super powerful, so it will suck up the end of the rug if it's really small, like a 2x3. I really recommend this one instead. And this shifts, so depending on the angle that you're vacuuming at with the handheld, it's pretty cool. And then this right here, this is really neat. So I did use the, hold on a second, this part right here. So I used this to clean the tracks of the closet doors and corners and stuff like that. And then this piece right here, it's soft. And what I ended up using it for was things like lampshades and corners of the furniture, like the edging right here. It did a really good job on that. So it was able to move the dust and suck the dust up at the same time, which is super cool. I also was able to do like the edges of the chair with it. Those are always a pain in the butt. But it did a perfect job, just absolutely perfect. And this roller right here, this is the vacuum unit. And when you roll over something, it gets caught right here and you can see it. And so it doesn't get sucked up into the pipe and then clog the pipe, which is really frustrating. My other unit was doing that, which is why I want to replace it. But this one and the bottom piece, it comes out really easy, and you can just take out any hair or let's see, I'll lay this down real quick. And you can see this is still really clean. So when you go over the carpet, so I have like ruggables, they're for pets. And it feels like the ruggable actually helps to clean the carpet brush at the same time. I would have thought this would get all gunked up really quick, but it didn't. It actually cleaned it. So when it went over the tile, it was a little bit dirty. You know, it had fur and stuff. We have 4 dogs, and 2 of them are super shedders. But when we went over the ruggables, the smooth carpets, it did a super job, and it cleaned the brush at the same time. So here's the lever right here. You just push this lever, this latch comes up, this just comes out, and then you can, if you had anything caught in here, you can just take it out. Like I've gotten like pieces of cardboard and pebbles and sticks. I have dogs. Another really cool feature is that when this right here fills up, it just automatically turns off and it tells you that it's full, and so then you need to empty it. I find emptying it to be a little bit frustrating. So it is super tight, and I would have to say that is a good thing on the majority of the unit. But this piece right here comes out, and then you lift up on this handle right here, and then you pull straight up. And you think that it's caught on something, but it's not. You just have to pull really hard, which, you know, I got the dirt all over the place the first time. The second time wasn't much better, but the third time was great. And when you put this on the unit right here, you have to press down and then press this down in order to get the whole thing to link up, which is no problem. And so that's the vacuum portion of it. This is the cleaning portion of it for the floor. And it has the water system here where it pulls the dirty water in. And then over here is where the clean water is that you put in right here. And then the filling plug is right here. So you put it in right there. And it came with some detergent. And it has a scrub brush, a little fuzzy scrub brush right here. And I have to say that when I used it, it did an excellent job of cleaning the floor. It has an auto mode function for cleaning the floor, and then it has a sucking function. And I walked away and put this on this unit and walked back, and the floor was almost dry. It was unbelievable. So this particular unit right here, it's super powerful, and it has all these different modes on it. Let me see if I can turn it around so you can see all the different modes. And when you put it on the charging station, it tells you it's charging. My dog's freaked out. Who is that? To release this, you push this button, and then this unit comes off. Let's see, push this. It's kind of hard to do it one-handed. Hold on. There we go. So I pulled it off, and so this is the main unit of the vacuum. This is the battery and the motor, and this is actually what goes over here on the vacuum. So it clicks right into the spot right here, and then it clicks down. Again, I'm doing this one-handed. There we go. So that's what the vacuum looks like. And the bottom is super light and the top is a little bit heavy because this unit is a little bit heavy, but it's not too terribly heavy. And it has 2 modes. You turn it on, and then it has a regular mode and a turbo mode. And here's what this looks like. So it has a really powerful suction, and I have sucked up the edges of the carpet. But the really cool thing is that it just stops, so it doesn't burn out the motor or anything. You don't have to rush to turn it off. It just automatically turns off when it's got an obstruction. And as you can see, it's doing an excellent job of cleaning this carpet. This is ruggable right here, so a dog carpet. Basically, you pull it up and throw it in the washing machine. But this is doing an excellent job, and like I said, I think that it's actually cleaning the roller brush at the same time, and it's quite powerful. It pulls you along. All right, so I'm going to turn this off, and then I'm going to show you the floor cleaner. Okay, before I click this in, I wanted to show you what it sounds like when you click it in. So this is the charging unit down here.
Charging started.
That's pretty cool. All right, so I'm going to take it off the unit here, and you just like a normal one, you just do this, and then you turn it on.
Auto mode.
So the auto mode is where it's actually cleaning the floor. And then the sucking mode is what takes the water off the floor. And it's this downside right here is the auto mode, and then the upside is the sucking mode.
Suction mode.
And like I said, when I got done doing the floor on the other side, and I came over here and put it on the charging station and I walked back, the floor was almost dry.
Powering off. Please put the appliance on the charging base for self-cleaning. Charging started.
There you go. So that's it. And it's just super, super powerful. And as you can see, the floors are barely wet now. You know, it just really sucked everything up. It's just incredible. So I would have to say this unit is well worth the money. It is just absolutely incredible, powerful, unbelievable. The only thing that I think they need to improve on is that this one right here needs a light on it, because you know, when it goes underneath the couch, it can suck up things like dog toys, and you can't really see them when you go under the couch. It lays pretty flat, and so it goes under the furniture, under the couch. Really cool. The other thing is that these units right here are on the bottom. This is the extra filter, and then a cleaning brush, and then an extra roller brush goes here. But again, I have dogs, and that is right in the mouth range. I don't mind these being on the floor. This is no problem. I don't really see these being an issue. But the other items look like toys, and so, you know, it would be nice if they were housed in a different way. But I'm just going to take these off and put them in a drawer. So other than that, this came packed really nicely. Everything was individually packed, well wrapped. The box had been dropped, but nothing in it was broken. It was really, really an awesome, you know, it all came with this film on it, everything. It's So very cool, very cool. So definitely recommend this. So those tiles are about 1 foot square, and so that's about the footprint that you have right there.
Hi guys, today we just put together this Dreamy wet dry vacuum. My husband and I are going to do a review on it in a minute, but just so that you know, when you get your vacuum, you are going to need to charge it. It's at 54% when you first get it, and it says to fully charge before you begin. So that's what we're going to do, and then we're going to show you how well it works.
While we're waiting for it to charge, here's a base that you can just attach on this side here. And then there's another on this side, and they just slide right in. And then you can take your little brush, this end, and then here's a spare filter that will fit over here. And you can place your extra roller right there. So everything's really all convenient. Cool. So the unit is all assembled, and the back part here is where you would fill it with water. And right here is where you would pour the water in. And then the front part is where you would open it up. This is where you could pull out the filter and then clean out all the dirty water and pour it out. So we'll snap that back in.
There's a max line there, and that's when you know it's time to empty it out.
So I'm gonna turn it on.
Powering off.
Oh, it was on already.
Auto mode.
So now when it stays upright like this, it doesn't do anything. But when I tilt it back, just give me a moment here. I'm just gonna tilt it back. There we go. And let's see how it goes. So you see some black stains there.
These are some scuff marks I made with my shoes earlier for demonstration purposes.
And it does give you, when it's in auto mode, like a pull. So it does kind of pull itself almost like a lawnmower forward.
And it is making the floor wet. I don't know if you can see, but it is wet.
So what you can do is you can switch modes. So go from turbo mode to suction mode. And here, let's see if we can pick up some of this wetness.
So it does a really nice job mopping.
Yep.
Like it took those scuff marks off, no problem. Like I can make some more. Shoe marks there. It just comes right up. That's really good.
Alright, we're going to turn it off. So you can either bring it up right. Let me see. There we go. And then you can just shut it off.
Powering off.
So we just did a thorough cleaning of the floor, and when you turn it off, it does leave like a little line of water and some dirt, but not really a big deal considering that it did a really nice job cleaning the floors. There's some things that it does not do, which is really stuck on dirt. So this is like, it's almost like old tape. And I have to take my fingernail to scrub it off. So we went over that like a few times, and it's just not getting those really sticky messes. So it's going through its self-cleaning. This is a little bit noisy, this part here, but you can see the muck and stuff getting put through. It's pretty cool, this vacuum so far.
It's just drying the brush right now. It already cycled through, and all the dirty water is inside here. So now we're just waiting for the brushes to dry up.
It sucks the dirt in from the sides, which is super impressive. Like just watching how powerful this vacuum is. My husband and I were really impressed by it. Overall, it's a really good vacuum. We definitely do recommend it, and it's actually a little bit fun to use. So I'm gonna go clean my bathroom now. honestly, I did not think my floors were that dirty, and this water is absolutely disgusting. So to say that it cleans is an understatement. I don't like showing my nasties to the world, but here I am, just to prove to you that it does work. That is disgusting. It's a wet dry vac, so you are picking up debris as well, but also you don't want that stuff going down your drain. So I do have like a little drain stopper. That's crazy. That's just from a small area in my living room that, you know, wasn't that dirty that I could see, but there you have it, folks. That is crazy.
Auto mode. Auto turbo mode. Auto mode. Auto mode. Auto mode. Auto mode. Turbo mode. Suction mode. Auto mode. Turbo mode. Suction mode. Auto mode. Auto mode.
All right, we got the test. We got the mustard and coffee.
Auto mode.
Voila! It knows there's bad stuff, so it just gets it all.
Auto mode. Water powering on auto mode. Please install the used water tank. Powering on auto mode. Please install powering on auto mode. Please install the used water tank. Auto mode. Please install the used water tank.
I think that's gonna show up like that little sound is gonna show up at night.